Well, we're going to take you back to Australia during the week. Aidan Modley caught up with Mike Moroney.
Yeah, really well. Look, I think he's got himself ready. We've stepped the work up to him, and he looks pretty ready to me. Looks nice and bright. We're giving him a bit of a stage preparation, so he's done a really good job to handle it. He hasn't quite done the racing that, say, some of our other horses have done going into derbies and that. So, we've stepped the work up in between runs now, and he's handled it really well.
It seems the last couple of starts he's really come of age.
Yeah, look, he was always our derby horse. We always thought that. We thought enough of him to run him in town first up, which we don't do with many. And he was pretty luckless first up. Felt that luck and run he could have won first start. And that was at Sandown. And then we took him and run him in a 3-year-old mate at Bendigo, and he just drew the wrong gate. He drew barrier 1. He got back on the fence, couldn't get out, and when he did get out, he stormed home. So everything was going to plan then, and then 3 days later he blew he was sore in front, and it was a foot abscess, and usually they burst or come to a head quite quickly, but this one wouldn't. No matter what we did, it just wouldn't come to a head, and I would say there's 7 or 8 days where we just had to walk him. And he couldn't even do that, he was quite sore, and we could get him to the pool after about 3 or 4 days. And then eventually it sort of did come to a head and drained, but it took forever to drain because it was actually an underrun all the way around. So we had to rush into Wangaratta. That was our only chance of still making the derby. And he won impressively with a lot of improvement left in him. And he was pretty chubby to look at too. So he's done a really good job to sort of get through to that the Caulfield Classic and run so well and now into the derby.
Sounds like it wasn't an ideal preparation, but could you be happier with them going into Saturday?
Look, I think he's a natural stayer, and he's got away with it for that reason. A lot wouldn't. And the other thing in his favour, he's always had a good racing brain right from day dot. I would say that you only get him come along now and again. That from the time he got working as a young horse, he was always professional. He was quite willing to do everything he asked of him, and that's really held him in good stead, and that's probably what's going to get him through to the derby.
What's he like temperament-wise?
You're really good. Lovely horse to deal with, and that's why he's made it through. He can get a little bit on his toes now and again, but look, he's been pretty straightforward and push button to deal with.
Okay, barrier 12 with James McDonald on. What are your expectations?
Well, it'll be that's going to be James's job, but look, I read it as there's about 4 that'll go forward, and we've got a lot of gate speed. If you see the overhead at Caulfield, he actually beat them out. We could have gone across and led if we wanted to that day, but we decided we weren't going to ride him that way. He drew the outside gate at Wangaratta and flew the gates and got across outside the leader. So he's got really good gate speed himself. I think there's a couple outside him and a couple inside him will go forward, and he should just get across and get a lovely run behind them.
Okay, we see this race, you've got a proud record, a couple of wins, also a close miss. It's a chance to really embellish your record in the race, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. Look, we've been lucky around the world with the derbies and that. I think we've won half a dozen now, so it's a race that we've got a proud record in, and hopefully we can just enhance it a bit further.